Hello and welcome to Visual Radio. Manil Suri is back. After 5 years, we interviewed Manil in Winthrop, Mass. And here we are in Winchester. And before the show begins, I'd like to say the views and opinions on Visual Radio are those of the host and his guest, and not necessarily those of Winchester Community Access and Media, its board of directors, staff, volunteers, and all our affiliate stations: Boston Neighborhood Network, Somerville, Cambridge, Stoneham, Billerica, Brookline, Burlington. We're all over the place.
That's great.
Manhattan Neighborhood Network.
Wow.
Hello again.
Hey, hello, and congratulations on this big, lots of new stations since I last saw you.
Lots of new stations, and we do a weekly show here. But we do special events when very special people show up. And you're here.
Oh, thank you.
No, it was a fun interview 5 years ago.
Yes, and it's taken me that long. Actually, it took me 12 years to write this book because I'd already started this in September of 2000.
That's fascinating to me.
Yes, especially since I'm going to read you the opening scene, and you have to keep in mind that this was before 9/11 that I wrote this.
Oh.
So should I start with reading
please,
that?
we're going to start with a reading.
Okay, so this is the city of Devi, and I'll just start right at the beginning. 4 days before the bomb that is supposed to obliterate Bombay and kill us all, I stand in the ruins of Crawford Market, haggling with the lone remaining fruit seller over the price of the pomegranate in my hand. Is 500 rupees not an outrageous price already? Why won't you sell it to me for 500? Look at what's happening around you, Mem Sahib. Do you think the orchards are overflowing with pomegranates? Do you think the lorries are driving into Mumbai every day and filling the markets with fruit? I'm only asking for 1,000 because it's you, Mem Sahib, but even 3 times that much wouldn't be too much for this last piece, which really was the best one in the pile to begin with. I look at the sign for Crawford Market behind me, still smoldering from last night's air raid. Or has it simply been another terrorist bomb? All around are shops gutted in the fire. Remains of baskets lie scattered on the ground. Pieces of fruit too charred for the scavengers to steal rest at my feet. The fruitwala has a point. Supply and demand, he has me where he wants. This much I know. I must have the pomegranate before I begin my quest. Some instinct deep inside insists it's my best shot. But what's tied into the folds of the silk dupatta around my neck is a few hundred less than the fruitwala wants. Bhaiya, listen, I try once more. They're dropping the atom bomb this week. Atom bomb, you understand? Not some firecracker that's demolished the market around you. On Bombay, Mumbai, whatever you call it, the city's going to be finished. What would you do even if you did manage to squeeze out the extra money from someone? Take it to heaven with you? And what if nobody else came to your store? Most of the city has fled, you know. Is this what you want to happen to your fruit? I nudge the tangerine with my foot and it crumbles into ash. But the fruitwala is adamant he won't sell for less. It's all up to Devi Ma's grace, he says. She's the city's patron goddess after all. Now that she's appeared in our midst, perhaps she'll save us, who knows? But even if she doesn't, even if she only lets me hold the money for 10 minutes, at least I'll have it for that much time. At least I'll die with an offering for her in my hand.
Chilling. The thought of knowing in advance that a bomb would drop. So there was a threat?
Yeah, there's a threat. Pakistan has said that October 19th, 4 days from now, we're going to drop a bomb. And the reason for that is that they're involved in this war with India. India has stronger conventional forces, and the thinking is amongst military experts that Pakistan just cannot meet those same forces, and so they would have to use this nuclear threat somehow.
But India has nuclear weapons as well.
They both do, and that's it's one of the scariest areas of the world. In fact, especially with the instability in Pakistan, having all these nuclear weapons, it's a very scary thought.
It's almost like the old United States and Russia, but at least U.S. and Russia knew the repercussions worldwide.
Right.
So I think they were more on their toes.
Yes, and they had these panic buttons and everything, the red, whatever, the red phone, the red line. And they're trying to set up similar things in India. But again, I think India is going to be fine, but I just don't know what's happening in Pakistan. So that was one of the things that I came up with. The reason was really to create an atmosphere where the opening sequence shows that this woman, Sarita, she's looking for a pomegranate because she's trying to find her husband, Karun, who has gone missing for about 2 weeks. And this pomegranate plays a role in the book where it's somehow going to bring him back. That's what she assumes. But the whole nuclear scenario is to create this atmosphere where she's completely desperate. You know, if your life is going to end in 4 days, what are you going to do with those last 4 days? You're going to look for the people that you love and that you've lost. And that's what she does.
I'd wondered why she didn't use the money she had. And she had it, what, in her kerchief?
Mm-hmm. Like her dupatta, yeah.
Get on a train and get the heck out.
There weren't any trains. And what had happened was her husband has gone for about 2 weeks, and she's been sitting at home waiting for him to return. And that's what's stopping her from leaving with her parents and her sister. And, you know, she waits, and then he doesn't come. And the time is ticking by. So she says, finally, I'm going to just go by myself. Even though the city has been divided into Hindu and Muslim areas, she's going to somehow try to negotiate these, you know, these gangs are marauding and everything around, and she has to somehow negotiate this and find her husband.